Hey everybody, Mark here, out on Mercy, having another wonderful day. I needed to give a little bit of a life update as far as what's been going on with my job, because a while ago I told you that my supervisor was stepping down as a supervisor. That looks like an old school. Huh, I don't even know. I hardly ever come on this road. I have no idea what that building is. But anyway, my supervisor was going to step down and actually leave the department, and that has happened. She is gone, leaving me to be the only full-time person in the department. Now my manager seems to like me. He likes my work ethic. He likes the work that I do. He wants me to be a supervisor. I do not want to be a supervisor. I have been in that position before and I hate it. You know, I hate having to be responsible for the work that other people do and delegating out the responsibilities and stuff like that, and making sure things get done right, and you know, just all that other crazy crap. I don't like dealing with managers because they don't listen. Essentially, that's what it is they just do not listen. You know, and case in point, when I was out, or when I was having problems with my back doing that first job I was originally hired for, telling them that, you know, my body just cannot handle that kind of physical strain anymore, and yet they wouldn't listen. They kept putting me into that position and kept making me do that work even though I had left the department, so I wouldn't have to do that. Well, now they want me to be a supervisor, and I have a feeling they're not listening. I talked with my manager literally yesterday, and he's like, man, I really wish you would just step up and take over. He goes, the work you've done in the week that that my old supervisor stepped down, he goes, you've done a fabulous job. You know, things are getting done, and you know. And I mean, how do you sit there and tell someone you don't want to do it because they don't listen? Managers don't want to hear why something doesn't get done. They don't want the excuse of, you know, it happened a couple of weeks ago. Everybody was calling in sick, you know. And, you know, how do you sit there and tell them that out of the 5 people in the department, you're the only one that has been showing up for work because everybody else has been calling in sick? And that's why stuff doesn't get done. And on top of that, I was also feeling sick. So, you know, I didn't have the energy and stuff to do it. Even my mental capacity was like just drained. And yet they came up to me saying, you know, you didn't do this, right? And I was like, yeah, I know. They didn't ask why it didn't get done. They just said, you know, it didn't get done. Yes, I know it didn't get done. So, yeah, to me, that's an issue. They don't want to hear the ifs, ands, or buts about it. They just want the job done. And I've been feeling that for this entire last week, is that I've got to do my job, I've got to do my supervisor's job all by myself. You know, I'm trying to ask people to do specific things, but the big thing is I hardly ever see anybody. You know, I work a second shift. I don't come in until 2, and most people leave by 4. You know, so it's like, what do I do? You know, I can't come in and say, okay, thanks for whatever it is you did today. Can you quickly do this before you leave? Because it hasn't been done. And then have them expect to get it done? I just don't know. So yeah, just this past week of work has been just both physically and mentally straining on me, and I hate it. Now, I was told that we were supposed to be getting another person in, and I know the guy from working with him before and seeing him around, and he seems like a pretty good guy. You know, good head on his shoulders. I'm not sure what kind of work ethic he has. Didn't downshift far enough. But you know, when I see him, he doesn't have his face buried in his phone all the time. But he does walk around with a little earpiece. So he's listening to a podcast or music or something like that while he's working, which I'm not a fan of. You know, get your head out of whatever's going on through that earpiece and focus on your job. That's the way I am. So yeah, I'm just really torn. Do I want to try to be a supervisor? I've had people tell me, no, you don't want it. You know, they really crap on their supervisors. And yeah, that's what I keep hearing from people who have been approached to be a supervisor, who have been supervisors and stepped down, and who are currently supervisors. I am so exhausted. I am so tired and just mentally, physically spent. I actually left the house 2 hours early today just so I can get out, go for a ride, decompress. And believe it or not, it is helping. Oh, and I got something new for the bike. I know you can't see it, but I got a backrest now. So that adds another comfort level to my ride. You know, I'm leaned up against it. I don't have to rely on my bad back to support my body frame. So yeah, it's working out pretty nice. Well, this is Mark saying thanks again for watching. Always believe you can go out on your adventure. Always believe you can go out for your ride. Always believe you can cook and eat that new dish. It is going to be great. And always believe in yourself, heart, soul, mind, and body, that you can do it, that you can achieve it, and that you will get through it. Oh, look at that, got a couple of people walking over there. This is Carver's Rock Road. So right down there is Carver's Rock Park, and apparently for the last 45 years of my life, basically since I could talk, okay, 50 years of my life, I've been pronouncing it wrong. It's not Carver's Rock, it's Culver's Rock. I actually met a person that is a descendant of the people that own the land, and it's not Carver, it's actually called Culver. You know, kind of like Culver's Restaurant, which is a fast food chain. So that's the way it's supposed to be now pronounced. But to me, it will always be Carver's Rock, because I don't see an L in the name. Alright guys, see you later. Bye.